Hi, my name is Jacob and I work as a broker here at Yachtsale. At the moment I'm on the beautiful Swedish west coast and I'm on board a Lagoon 39. And this is of course the boat I thought we could have a closer look at today. So far this boat has had one private owner and he took delivery of her in 2016. Since then he's only used her here on the Swedish west coast. Since it's a private boat, it's an owner's version, so you will find 3 cabins inside. Also, since it's been only privately owned, never used in charter, the VAT on this boat is already paid. Before we have a closer look at the boat, I want to mention a few things about her. If we have a quick look at the options list, you will find a water maker, which is great even if you want to stay here in Sweden or if you want to go on a longer journey with the boat. Since she's been here in Sweden, where we sometimes have a bit colder weather, you will also find a water-based heating system of 9 kilowatts. So no matter what weather you are in, you will always be warm. The owner also chose to upgrade to the larger engines. You have the Janmar 4JH45 in this boat. Have a quick talk about the sails. You have the original sails from the yard, but he also added a code 0, which means that you have sails for all kinds of winds. But for now, let's step on board. Welcome! Let's start with the cockpit. And as you can see, you have a large open cockpit with great access both to the sea but also to the saloon of the boat. We have a large U-shaped couch to entertain your guests or just to sit down and relax while you're out sailing. To get into the cockpit you have a few easy steps up from the dock or from the water. Over on the port side you will find a swim ladder. As you also can see, the owner chose to go for the teak options on the deck here in the cockpit, and this gives the boat a much more luxurious feel than you can see on the charter boats where this is usually all plastic. From the cockpit you also have easy access up to the helm station, which means that when you're out sailing you always have a good connection with the skipper. Even if you're standing in the kitchen, it's really easy to communicate. As I said, this boat has been sailing here in Sweden, so of course we have a beautiful cockpit tent from Lagoon that really encloses this entire cockpit for those days where you have a lot of wind or maybe a bit colder weather. Let's move up to the helm station. The helm station. The helm station is just a few easy steps up from the cockpit, so as I mentioned, when you're sitting up here skippering the boat, you have a great connection with your guests. When it comes to the sailing, all the lines controlling all the sails are drawn to the helm station, so it's really easy to sail this boat by yourself. There is an exception to this, and that's the sheets for the code 0. Up here you have 2 winches to control the sails. One of them is electric, and of course on that winch you can pull all the halyards to hoist up all the sails. Navigation wise, we have a big B&G plotter. We also have an autopilot and a multifunction display. As you can see, we also have a control for the windlass in the front. This boat is also equipped with a regular sonar, but also a forward scan, which makes it really easy to navigate into those shallow bays. Of course, from the helm station you have a great overview of the boat, which makes it quite easy to maneuver this boat even in tight marinas. One final point I like to mention with this helm station is the skipper bench where I'm sitting right now. As you can see, it's quite wide, so you can easily sit 2 people up here, and that's something I really like to see. Let's have a look at the decks. The deck areas on the Lagoon 39. As you can see, we have quite wide side decks and good handholds all the way to the front of the boat, so no matter what weather you're out in, you always feel very safe going up here. When you get here you can see that we find 2 huge storage spaces in the front part of the boat, which you access through 2 deck hatches. Behind the windlass we'll find 2 more big deck hatches with 2 huge storage spaces underneath. As I said, we have the electric windlass here in the front with a lot of anchor chain. We also have the bowsprit for the code 0 and these 2 bowman seats. These 2 seats combined with the net really ups the comfort of this area. Try to imagine that you're out sailing on a sunny day like this and most of the crew can lie on the nets, and then you have a few people sitting here on the bowman seats. it is a beautiful way to spend your time out on the ocean. The roof of the Lagoon 39. To get here you have a ladder from the front deck of the boat, so it's really easy to get up here. Up here you have a lot of open areas where you can just lie down and sunbathe, or you can do as this owner and put out some solar panels. And as you can see, we can add on more solar if you would like. Today you have 400 watts of solar installed on the boat. From up here it's also very easy to work with the mainsail. As you can see, Lagoon designed the boat with a quite low boom, so it's really easy to reach up to the lazy bag and collect the halyard, open up the lazy bag, close the lazy bag, and everything else you might need to do with the mainsail. The saloon on the Lagoon 39. As I mentioned when we were in the cockpit, this saloon ties very nicely together with the cockpit, thanks to this big sliding door and also the sliding window, which really opens up this area to the cockpit. Here in the saloon we will also of course find the galley. On this boat we'll find a gas stove with 3 burners and also a gas oven with both grill and regular heat. As you can see, we have quite a lot of workspace in the galley for you guys who like to cook on board. We also have quite a lot of storage actually. The couch I'm sitting in is empty, but we also have cupboards on top and a few more storages just around the kitchen. The dining area is where I'm sitting right now, where we have this L-shaped couch and the dining table where you easily fit your entire crew and probably a few friends. But one of the most important things and the most magical thing about the saloon on this boat are the huge windows that really encircle the entire saloon, and this gives you the feeling that the ocean is always present when you're out sailing with the boat, no matter what weather it is. And as I said at the beginning of this video, we have a heating system, a water-based heating system on 9 kilowatts. So if you're out in colder weather or rainy weather, just close up the saloon and you can sit here and still enjoy the ocean view in complete comfort. Let's have a look at the cabins. This is the Aft Guest Cabin, and as you can see you have great light and also ventilation in this boat, since you have one opening porthole here, one in the back, and then also the skylight. And then you have this huge hull window that really floods this cabin with light. Big double bed. You have a huge cupboard here for your clothes. And behind the door we have another cupboard. And also a huge drawer underneath the bed. Forward guest cabin. Here again, opening porthole and skylight, so you get great ventilation in this cabin. We have a decent sized bed. As you can see, he made the bed only for 1 person, but I would say that you definitely can sleep 2 people in this cabin. Storage wise, underneath the bed and a cupboard to the side. In the middle of these 2 cabins, we'll find a bathroom with a separate shower. And to the aft of this area, the toilet. And the toilet on this boat is electric. Owner's hall. You can see you have a larger bed here than you have in the guest hall, but you still have these 3. You have an opening porthole here, the skylight, and that porthole, same as in the guest cabin, and this huge hall window. And then you have this more of a lounge area, bookshelf, a small couch, and a desk. Move forward, we find your own bathroom. Again, separate shower. There's a lot of storage space in this cabin. And there you have it, a first look on this beautiful Lagoon 39 from 2016. If you have any further questions about the boat, or want to have a closer look at the equipment list, or maybe want to book a viewing of the boat, then please do not hesitate to contact us directly on info@yachtsale.se. But for now, thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.